in there. Oh boy. 11:08. Friday, May the 23rd. Another gloomy day in Canada. I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain. Is that good there? Good there. All right, first things first. First things first, as always, look at the bird bath. It's all filled up with rainwater. Gotta hang these up. I haven't hung them up properly this year. Oh, they fill up with rainwater. That is not good. We don't want rainwater in these guys. Hopefully the rain is over. What goes there? That'll do. So, my new shoes, didn't wear them yesterday because it was raining. They feel nice. Spongy. Very spongy. All right, today we're going to start with this. I've never visited the Gulf of Mexico, and now it doesn't even exist. There's a lesson there, and the lesson is just like shopping at Costco. If you see it, buy it. If you want to do it, do it, because it might not be there next time you get around to doing it. I've never been to the Gulf of Mexico. And now I've been back in Canada more than almost a month, and I noticed my tan lines on my feet are completely faded. They're still faintly there, but not really. All right, it's Friday. It was a short week this week. Oh, those pots that I showed at the beginning, the white ones I did a few days ago. The black ones I sgraffitoed yesterday. Cartoon birds. So the next, I'll show them to you when they're done. The missus made the pots, but she wanted me to dress them up with some sketches, so I did some birds. I think they look pretty good. Wait till they're done. They'll look better when they're done. So you know I'm a big fan of the 1% rule. Just incremental change every day. Part of the incremental rule, look at that. This place sold recently, and now it's all boarded up. I wonder what's gonna happen in there. Big property, probably side by side townhouses. So the 1% rule comes from Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it's based around, well, there's something in the book called the the ice cube analogy. And the ice cube analogy talks about change. And essentially, an ice cube, you take it out of the freezer and you put it into a -5 degrees and it doesn't melt. And you put it into, and then that change the temperature to -4, -3, -2 doesn't melt, and then you change the temperature to 0, and you keep going up to 1, and suddenly it starts to melt. And the analogy is about incremental change, and that you change often feels invisible until it reaches a certain tipping point, and then it happens very suddenly, like an ice cube melting. So that's kind of my philosophy of doing a few things, doing this, living my life in a healthy and positive way. So I was thinking yesterday that this would be so much better if it was in Taiwan. And then this morning I saw Prozzie's video about how much his life is better in Taiwan versus Canada. I only watched the first bit of it because, frankly, it made me a little bit envious. Get on your motorcycle anytime you want. That's about as far as I got. For me, going out for a walk anytime you want. But you know, Canada has its perks. I live in a big house. I have a big truck. I have a big refrigerator full of Costco food, which is big food. Price of gas is cheap. I have a coffee maker and a dishwasher. I have a robot vacuum. It's a very comfortable life in Canada, lots of perks. And yet, I still prefer the Taiwanese lifestyle, which is simpler, warmer. I enjoy the quirkiness of Taiwan and the vibrancy. Taiwan is just somehow more exciting, more real, with its rust streaming down the buildings. But Canada's pretty good, and I have to remember that. I have to remind myself of that every day. I'm sure it's a little chilly, but it's really comfortable too. All right. I'm going to try to keep these videos to 10 minutes. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you later.